Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video, and in this video I'll be discussing my top 5 chest exercises that you might want to consider if your goal is to build a strong, thick chest. Now look, I know that there are plenty of exercises out there for chest and I have tried them all. I've been training for over 20 years now and I find these to be the best and the most effective at giving you a strong, thick chest. It doesn't matter whether you are a beginner, lifter, advanced or intermediate, then it's always a good idea to change up your exercises. Never do the same exercises for more than kind of a 10 or 12 week period. So the body is very clever and it's very quick at adjusting and adapting to new stimulus. So I would say that whenever you come to the end of your next training block, or if you're just starting a new training block, then consider these 5 exercises, because trust me, over the years, I've tried them all and these are the most effective. They give you great range of motion and they tend to also target the chest that not many people kind of think about when it comes to setting up angles and setting up line of force, which is something that's quite advanced, but I'll go through that in a bit more detail throughout this video. So guys, with that being said, I'm gonna get ready, head to the gym, and then I'll run you through what those 5 exercises are. So before we jump in, I highly recommend stretching out your back, especially when it comes to doing a chest workout. Now this is really important because it will stretch your pecs and your lats, so it will allow you to get into better position when it comes to training chest. I think something that most people struggle with, including myself, is very tight neck and shoulders and traps. So this is something good to do before every session, and I like to vary the position of my grip. Just hold it for sort of 20 or 30 seconds and this will just give your spine a good decompression and once again stretch your shoulders, neck and pecs. So once you've done that, I highly recommend spending no more than 2 minutes just warming up your rotator cuff muscles which are in your shoulders. Now when training chest and when trying to build a strong chest, these muscles are going to get overworked and it's important to keep them healthy. So it's a good return on your investment. It will prevent you from getting injuries, and all you have to do is just do these 3 simple exercises, which are some bands splits, which you can see here, just 10 reps to get the rotator cuff and the posterior deltoids warmed up. Do some around the worlds as well with the band, and then last but not least, just attach the band to a pole, vertical pole, and then find some good tension and then warm up your rotator cuff by doing some external rotations, just 10 on each side, keeping the elbow tucked in. And guys, trust me, this will prevent you from injury. So this first exercise is going to be a cable chest press. Now, why do I love this movement? The reason I love it is because there is constant tension on your chest and you're able to get a really good stretch as well. So you can generally go further back with your hands compared to a barbell or a chest press. So a great exercise for stimulating growth by stretching out your pecs as far as you can go. So you want to set the bench up roughly to where I have it here in front of the machine, and then make sure you get the height of the cables as well in the right position so that it's pulling from slightly underneath your elbow and shoulder position. So really try to pin your shoulders back. That's really important when it comes to engaging your chest and getting a good stretch. You don't want to work your shoulders. You want to disengage the shoulder muscles and just keep that pin back with against the bench, and then squeezing the chest, making sure that you're hitting roughly 8 to 12 reps on this one. So this next exercise is really good to target the upper chest, but not only the upper chest, also the midsection of your chest, which is an area that I know a lot of people struggle with, including myself. Now, you might get a little bit of tricep on here, but because there is a greater range of motion, you will get a good squeeze on the pecs when it comes to making sure you get a good extension, but not locking out your arms. So that's really important that you don't lock out your arms. Again, come as far down as you can with the bar going almost under your chin. And as the bar comes slowly down, you want to make sure that you're pinning your shoulders back once again to get a really big stretch on the chest. This is a great exercise to give you good size when it comes to hitting that upper chest muscle. So this next exercise now is fantastic at targeting your pecs, because once again, we are taking the pecs through an extended range of motion. So what you want to do is you can use this machine or also a cable machine, but you want to sit at a slight angle. So you don't want to have your back completely flat against the pad. Sit at a slight angle, and what you'll notice is that you'll be able to get a bigger squeeze as you take your arm across your chest, almost so that it's aligned with your other pec. And what this is going to do is going to just increase the range of motion by a good 20 or 30% compared to a normal fly. So individual pecs are being worked here. So I would do 10 reps on one side and then small 30-second rest, and then do another 10 sets on here. And you can really see how I'm trying to keep that shoulder pinned back, so that once again, I don't engage that anterior deltoid or my shoulder or my traps. So here's another fantastic exercise to work the middle of the chest. Now, most people, including myself, have a really strong and well-developed outer chest, but it's the middle that's normally lacking. So what I want you to do here is, as you push the dumbbells up, squeeze them together as hard as you can, and then tilt the dumbbells back. Keep the elbows tucked in. This is how you're going to do your reps. Make sure that you go as low as you can, and as you can see here, the dumbbells are touching, and keep the elbows squeezed in and really push your chest forwards whilst keeping those shoulders pinned back as much as you can. Right, so that is session complete. That was a really good session. Sometimes it just feels good. I think you have the right amount of rest, the right amount of food, and you go in there and you just feel like Superman. So that was a really good session. So now just about to have my protein shake. So I have in here 2 scoops of whey protein, and I have it with water straight after my session, and I have it with 5 grams of creatine. Creatine is by far, if I had to pick one supplement, it would be creatine to have for the rest of my life. It's been proven time and time again to work. It's fantastic at building muscle. They even now say that it's even good for cognitive function. So highly recommend. You don't need nothing posh. Creatine monohydrate will do, 5 grams post workout. And yeah, I'm just about to, actually I'm going to nip to a petrol station because I haven't got much food at home. So I need to grab a quick bite to eat before a client call. And I'm just going to show you guys, you know, if you're ever stuck in a situation where you're at an airport, you have to buy food on the go at a petrol station, then there are always smarter choices that you can make, and there are always terrible choices. So I'm going to pick something up, and then I'm going to show you what I normally have in this situation when I haven't got much time. It has to be on the go, and you might be surprised because the thing that people mostly struggle with when they're eating out is protein. So I'll show you a meal that or a snack that's quite high in protein that I normally grab on the go. And yeah, by the way guys, you might have noticed that the filming looks a little bit different compared to my previous videos, and that's because we have a new camera, we've invested, we've upgraded, we've got a 4K DJI, I think it's called, Cosmo Pocket 3, if I haven't got that mistaken, and it's got a gimbal on it, which is really cool. So I can literally set the camera in the gym, I can move, as you can see, look, the camera just tracks me, which is really cool. And it almost feels like you've got kind of someone recording with you. So some shots might look great, some might look terrible, so just bear with me. I'm still learning this game. I am going to get better, no doubt. And also the audio, I'm not sure if this has good audio. It did come with a microphone, but it's just a lot of faffing around. So if this is good enough, then great, we'll just crack on with this. If not, then we'll upgrade to a better audio source. So yeah, excited to try this little beast out. It's really small as well, so it's pretty cool, very easy to travel. But anyway, I'm going on for too long now. Let me drive to the petrol station. It's a lovely day here in the UK today, and I'm going to show you what I will buy for my snack. I'll tell you what, this British weather is an absolute joke. 5 minutes ago, I had the aircon on because it was boiling hot. Well, not boiling hot, but it was hot enough to have the aircon on. And I drove to the petrol station, and now it's literally raining and freezing cold within 5 minutes. What an absolute joke. Anyway, so I'm at the petrol station, or I've come back from the petrol station, and guys, this is the thing, right? As long as you're smart and you're careful and you're mindful around your choices, it is possible to eat food on the go and not let it
massively ruin what you're achieving to do, whether it's fat loss or building muscle. So check this out. A chicken salad, right? Sandwich. Now, this sandwich only has, let's have a look. So it has 370 calories, which I know for a snack, it's still quite high, but nevertheless, check this out. 26 grams of protein. Now that's quite a lot for a snack, 26 grams. There was stuff in there like ham and cheese sandwiches, sandwiches with bacon, that were a lot more calorific and had nowhere near, even tuna sandwich, the amount of protein that this one does. So just be smart, just take a bit of time, look at the labels, because with days like today where you have to grab food on the go, then yeah, as long as you're mindful, you can still make the right choices, and this way you're still able to keep up with your objectives and not let it sacrifice those too much. As long as you don't happen to always eat out, of course, much better to eat home cooked foods. Anyway, so I'm going to drive back home. I'm going to then do a bit of work, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.
So there you have it, guys. I hope you found that useful, and if you have any questions, just add them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer as soon as I can. So as always, thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video.